Do you guys remember this lady? Well, I'm trying not to laugh. This is her now. It's been...
Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVPs. So lovelies, do you remember this beautiful song?
Raise your hand, God bless America. I will vote for Donald Trump.
After singing this beautiful we vote Donald Trump, then a few months later, you are fighting for your husband's stay. Her husband was automatically like, there's no point staying, there's no point making any papers or whatsoever. Watching your husband get deported after you must have made a viral music. Lovelies, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of all the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please don't forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
I'm on vacation, but I'm still gonna spill the tea. That headline is correct, absolutely correct. I actually did some research, and I even found the video where the news reporters were actually interviewing them. So the woman that you see here, she is part of the I will vote Donald Trump. Yeah, they detained her husband. They actually have him on expedited removal from the United States. Yes, you heard correctly.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
That's unfair. This is unfair. I'm so sorry. I can't do that.
Let me ask you.
I'm going to say that to my mom. My mom has a very hard time.
Judelka Mejia cannot believe she's going back home without her nephew, 29-year-old Yasael Almonte Mejia. Like many other immigrants, when their case is dismissed, they are detained.
It's not fair that it's happening to you, but it was okay when you thought it was going to happen to everybody else. It's not fair, although you knew that this is what this man was going to do, considering that he campaigned for it. And here's the thing about it. If they do not get approved after their interview, ICE is waiting for them right outside the door. He was immediately detained, and he's put on expedite removal from the United States. And you went and you sang that song for that man. And I found out that you didn't even get paid for that song. Mind you, you signed a contract. You signed a contract. And here, actually, from what I hear, it's not just her husband. There's a whole list of family members that have gotten detained from ICE. Like family members of her. Can you imagine singing a song that helped rally so many of the votes of the Cuban and Latin community, that now is the reason why you're losing your family? Literally one by one, they're picking up members of your family and deporting them. But you voted for Donald Trump. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy every second of that vote.
Husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
They voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump deport. You heard that right, guys. Janet Correa, the famous Trump singing lady, has had her husband detained by ICE. And not only that, but he got put on expedited removal. They want him out of the US. They don't want him. But of course, we've been telling them this all along. They don't want you, bro. Also, do you remember the time I went viral because I told people to call ICE on Latinos for Trump and the family members of Latinos for Trump? It looks like it's happening, and I couldn't be happier. You reap what you sow, and I stand by what I say. But anyways, play silly games, get silly prizes. Let me know what you guys think.
That's unfair.
Wow.
It is unfair.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. I can't talk, you know.
Let me ask
I don't
you.
know how I'm going to say that to my mom. My mom has a hard time.
Judel, it's like when I see stuff like that, I'll be kind of sad because I'll be wanting to care. Like it's like 10% of me, like I'll be wanting to care, but then I'll be like, yeah, you didn't. You didn't give a fuck. Not until it started affecting y'all anyway. I will vote for Donald Trump. Hey, that shit kind of slide though. I will vote. Yeah, for Donald Trump. Y'all was getting it. Y'all was jigging. See, but why y'all gotta do that though? Like, why y'all gotta like make songs and wear the merchandise and wear the hat and get the tattoos? That's too many receipts of y'all looking stupid. I mean, I fuck with the bars, I fuck with the flow, but y'all gotta change the lyrics up a little bit now. Y'all gotta change the lyrics up. Now y'all gotta be like, Donald Trump, yeah, he got my vote. Yeah, now Donald Trump putting us on a boat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say Trump, you gotta roll the R's with it. It's dope though.
Now, Randy, what'd you just say?
I said you were right about Trump.
What was I right about Trump? About what? Explain.
Everything.
Okay, I need to hear more. Like everything. Like
Get rid of my peoples. Wars about to start. What else? Actually, none of the things you talked about, but some even worse.
What are some of the things I talked about?
Women's rights.
You didn't really care about that though, right? Women's rights wasn't important, but when they start messing with your money and sending your people. I see.
Well, ain't this funny? I just wanted to come on here and talk about the Hispanic community. I just wanted to come here and say to all the Latinos and Latinas, basically the Hispanic community, that I know y'all voted for Donald Trump. Y'all can hide it all y'all want. This video proves it. This video right here proves it. And that's why y'all rioting in LA, y'all rioting in Atlanta, y'all rioting all across the country, because y'all know y'all effed up. Y'all made a mistake. The problem is y'all not used to a president standing on business like Trump. And I want y'all to really recognize what ethnicity of people are performing in that video. It's not white, it's not black, it's not Asians, it's Hispanics. There's mostly Hispanics in this rally. I know Miami is Cubans. There's Cubans at this rally, but it's still Hispanic people. They're Hispanic people, y'all. What's even funnier is this video was 4 years ago. Y'all don't believe me? Look at this. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. This was in 2020 during the performing at the Trump rally in Miami, November 1st. So this was before he came into office. Y'all Hispanics voted for him, and now y'all mad, y'all made a terrible mistake, and y'all causing riots. Y'all want to blame the Americans. Y'all want people to be on y'all sides when y'all voted for him. That's not our fault. Y'all voted for him, and now he's sending y'all back to where y'all came because y'all in this country illegally. Honestly, this video aged beautifully because this is just pie in y'all's face. This is actually just hilarious because I don't know what y'all expected, and then y'all want to get mad at the government. You want to get mad at Trump when he told y'all what he was gonna do. He told y'all.
All right, hello, y'all get 2 for 1 today because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was in here doing my workout because one, it's cancer season. I'm a Cancerian, a lot of Leo in the chart. That's why you get steamed with me. But I just found out that singer, I will vote for Donald Trump, her husband just got expedited back to Cuba. Sure did. Just got expedited back. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. The reason why I feel some kind of way about, if you ever see me really getting on Latinos, it is because at a time I do identify with the fact that I have Spanish ancestors. You can see it in the name. I'm not going to get rid of that. That's in the blood. Can't do nothing about it but acknowledge the story as to how it got there. So I look at race very differently. In America, because a lot of the thinking is more 13 colonies based, they don't really think about it from a Louisiana Purchase perspective or a Spanish territories perspective of Louisiana and the rest of the United States, right? we rarely get into that. You would get into more of that probably if you were on the West Coast or if you were in Puerto Rico or something like that. But for somebody like me, my ancestors are literally here because my sixth great-grandfather, his name was Don Manuel Garcia de Tejada, right? Came from Castile, Spain, and he came to Natchez, Mississippi, and parts of the Tejada family actually went to parts of the Caribbean. So a lot of my roots are Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican. Again, Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican. And I had no idea that this was really a thing until I got genetically tested and we started going through my bloodline, right? So I am very sensitive to Latinos that I will perceive as white because I know that they are perceived as white. They're not me. And just knowing that from a Creole perspective, it's different, right? So I think a lot of people, when they look at the Latinos, they'll say like, well, they're not white people. Well, yeah, according to a North American Anglo-Saxon perspective, they would not be considered white. Even in Europe, those very Spaniards are at the bottom. The Portuguese and the Spanish are at the bottom of those systems. And they had their own thing. And they were very brutal people. And why I am getting on this woman that was singing, I will vote for Donald Trump, right? Is she is an example of those white Cubans that were allowed to come here because they couldn't stand Fidel. Now, I'm not a person who is going to say that communism is a thing. That's not me. I am a left-leaning person. I am not a communist-thinking person. I am more so left-center in my thinking. But for her to get it like this, none of them are safe. And for you, supposedly a Cuban activist, Janet, how could you sit there and be an activist, but you didn't read no policies? And I'll make this last point. I said this before. It's because I am a child of Orisha. And you look at the salsa music that she was playing, and you don't know which Orisha you called down in that music. It's her soul that's the problem. It's not what she looks like. It's your mind and your soul. Because guess what? Had this been somebody else, would you really be okay with it? You probably would.
This goes for all anti-black Latinos, but primarily I will be speaking to the Mexican community and the Miami Cubans. Now, I've already spoken to the Cubans. I've given y'all the original and the remix, but apparently you motherfuckers need the 25th anniversary edition, so I'm going to give you that as well. Now, just so we all understand what I'm about to say, I say what the fuck I mean, and I mean what the fuck I say, and I don't give a Cinco de Mayo and or a Maria boatlift fuck how you're going to feel about it. I'm going to start first with the anti-black Mexican community. Now, all 2 weeks ago, you had black fucking fatigue right along with white people. But this week, you are demanding, first you're asking, and in the same breath demanding that black people be on the front lines with you. And then when black people establish a hard boundary of, no, we're not doing that, and we've explained why we're not doing that, that asking and or demanding the anti-blackness jumps the fuck out. Resort to, in the same breath, you go from black people, we don't need unity, this is not a time for division, this is a time for unity, to we were there for Black Lives Matter. And you're making it transactional. When you bringing up Black Lives Matter is you literally making it transactional. So you go from that to then, well, This is why Mexicans and or Latinos have better morals, better standards, a better work ethic than you. Now, me being the intellectual and analytical person that I am, I would think if I'm going into battle, I don't want people that I deem inferior in any way fighting with me, because that ultimately ensures that I'm going to lose said battle. So you can't go from asking, demanding our help, and then being condescending and telling us how you don't need us. Because the fact that you're asking and or demanding our helps lets us know that no movement in this fucking country progresses without black participation. And the fact that we are refusing, the majority of us are refusing to participate. Your reaction to are saying we are not participating, to double down on the anti-blackness, tells us everything that we need to know.
I will never understand the Latino community and the ideology behind that, because you guys are voting blue and saying that you guys are Democrats, when in reality the Latino community has always been the most conservative community there is. We have conservative morals. For example, go ahead and ask your AKA ancestors, like you guys love to come up in the comments and say, oh, our ancestors must be so fucking proud. First of all, they are very proud, because I'm not out there doing what you guys are doing, which is a whole bunch of bullshit, okay? And number two is, go ahead and ask your bisabuelos, go ahead and ask your abuelitos what they think about same-sex marriage. Go ahead and ask them what they think about transgender people. Better yet, go ahead and tell your grandma or go ahead and tell your grandpa that you got knocked up on a one-night stand and that you're having an abortion. Aside from calling you a pendeja and a disgrace, what are they going to do? Our community has been the most conservative community, but you guys are trying to cover the sun with one finger. Let me go ahead and tell you, that shit's always going to shine bright. Have the day you deserve. Bye.
Seriously love this. I was just going through my For You and I saw the stage. So many people are like, oh my God, what happens to our favorite musician? What happened to our favorite Cuban musician that composed this song that is all over the place? So after you must have given all your best, campaigned, like I have never seen an FA and FO that is extreme as this. Like, imagine all your gallivantation. Oh yeah, my boat. Then later on, your husband is getting deported. I just hope this is not a joke, right? I hope what I'm saying, all of the stitches I'm saying, they're just mistaking this woman. Because if this happened to be the same woman who formed a group and sang this beautiful song, and after everything, you are hit with a disappointment, that means this is the height of FA and FO. Like, people are like, oh my God, I never knew that he was going to come for us. I thought he was going after the criminals. Do you believe what he was saying? He also mentioned that he was going to deport. This was what people that looks like me saw. They saw his potentials and they decided to tell you people not to go this way. But no, you thought I want them to deport black Americans. No, that's what you thought. You thought they were going to deport black Americans. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. You thought that they were going to deport black Americans. That was why. Or you maybe thought with all of, they're just going to give you an immunity of deportation. You're not going to deport you, your entire family and all of that. Like, seriously? I still cannot, forget this lady who came out to plead because of her daddy has 6 months to live or something, and she was crying. She even goes as far as to talk about, okay, she voted for this, but she still wants people to consider her, begging eyes to at least live the remaining months the dad has. That is to show you how compassionate this administration is. They don't care about you. They don't care if you have any undying illness or whatsoever. They don't care. They only care about doing their job. They only care about a particular narrative, making America great again. And if that means deporting every immigrant, they are going to do that, even if you are legal or illegal. Like, look at this woman. Oh my God. When I saw this last night, I was like, this is not real, right? This is not happening. Because if this is happening, oh my God. Oh my goodness, is the height of disappointment. Because just imagine that I have given all to support you, to be there for you, to, oh my God, I love Donald Trump. And all of a sudden, he just turned his back on me. Not that I am a criminal, but just because of the person that he is. Oh my God. I feel so awkward about this. I don't know if I should feel so sorry for her, or if I should like, oh, okay, this is what you voted for. Or if I should like, oh my God, baby. Wow. Just imagine these people decided to listen to people that looks like me. People will not be all out, and things like this will not be happening. But no, you chose the entire blackness in you. You chose whom you are. Anyway, love listener, just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovely, if you have subscribed, you're going a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovely when I upload the next one.